How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, 5 Pebbles, 0 Bitches here. So, we're talking about Synthetic Man again. Yeah, I know. I've literally only made, like, one video about this guy in the past, and it was, when he went on that weird schizophrenic meltdown about the Dead Space remake and how apparently it was, you know, I guess, like, I genuinely don't even know what in the fuck, like, he was getting from the game, but it somehow managed to devolve into him talking about the great fucking replacement theory. If you don't know what that is, all I can say is just look it up and you'll understand just how fucking insane it is. But, well, we're taking a look at Synthetic Man again, because he has made a video about the recent Legends of Zelda game, the Tears of the Kingdom game. Now, I personally have never played any of the Legend of Zelda games, okay? I have never played any of them, mainly because I don't have any, like, Nintendo devices or, like, anything along those lines. I could go through another route, but I'll just be completely fucking honest, I'm too lazy to do so. But from what I've seen of Tears of the Kingdom, it's a pretty good game. It's pretty fun, and honestly, if I had the means to play it, then I likely would. I would play the living hell out of it. But of course, well, Synthetic Man, being the idiot, reactionary contrarian that he is, well, he doesn't like it. And, dear God, it is a very fucking terrible goddamn video. We're gonna go through a few clips here, a few choice clips here, that basically put on full display just how absolutely insane this dude is. And we're just gonna go through these. The amount of fucking Legends of Zelda research that I had to do in order for me to cut through all of this garbage is absolutely insane.
First king and queen of Hyrule, which the king was a fucking goat man and the queen was a, we'll say, dark elf. So despite the fact that the Gerudo are clearly supposed to be like the Middle Eastern inspired race, I guess you could say, but they might even be a different species than Hylians, I'm not sure.
Wow, okay, we're already starting off very fucking, we're already starting off real fucking hard here. So first of all, Synthetic Man, do you have any idea, like, do you know anything about, like, Middle Eastern stuff? I mean, to be fair, I highly doubt that this man has ever left his fucking house at all, but, like, do you know anything? Like, that is clearly not Middle Eastern, that is, like, I didn't even have to do any research for this, I just saw this and immediately thought, that seems more akin to, like, Amazonian shit, you know? Like, that whole thing? What the fuck are you talking about here, Actman? Like, you don't know anything about other cultures, which I guess is pretty par for the course, with people like this, but, like, this just... oh my god. Yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a video. Prepare yourselves.
They could be like Asari and just take genetic material from Hylians to make more Gerudo, right? But no, now there's actually a lot of Hylians that are various shades of brown throughout the world.
And that is a problem how? Please, explain to me the numerous different ways in which this is supposed to be a problem that should be pissing me off.
And of course, one of the founders of Hyrule set the stage for the entire series, created a wonderful Wakanda-esque utopia, is one of these brown Hylians. Almost literally, we was Kangs and shit.
I just simply have like one question. How the hell did this even manage to get uploaded? And how is it even still up? It is still up on YouTube. It has not been taken down. How did this manage to get past YouTube's filters? Because this is, like, some of the most blatant, like, racist shit I think I've ever seen. Like, this man is literally, like, one bad day away from literally just shouting the hard R live on camera.
And to dip into the schizo paint a little bit, the king being a goat man, who are the Zonai people who came from the heavens, is borderline satanic imagery. I have no idea if this is intentional or not, but Japan used to be infamous for putting weird Christian symbolism in anime and occasionally video games. So this could be an extension of that, or again, if you want to take the schizo angle, this is a result of a certain cult organization full of quote-unquote elites that are subtly inserting their propaganda into video games.
Okay, let me quickly check how far we in recording here. About, like, maybe 5 or 6 or so minutes? Maybe a little bit less than that? Okay, I think I'm probably safe enough that I can probably bring this up. Yeah, he's talking about the Jews, okay? He's talking about the fucking Jews, okay? Just to clear that up. This man is unironically trying to claim that the fact that a goat-like race exists within this fucking game, you know, is apparently not only satanic imagery, but is apparently, you know, like, is apparently literally the Jews controlling the earth through video games. I am not making this up. I know this sounds insane, but that's the thing. It is. And just because he's saying, oh, I mean, if you were to go to the schizo route, that doesn't exactly make it any better that he is, you know, supposedly self-aware of how insane this sounds. In fact, in this case, it honestly just makes it even worse.
There's all sorts of little nuggets of wokeness, like Paya now having a giant brown boyfriend who looks like a Giga Chad in comparison to Link, despite the fact she was thirsting for his dick in the last one.
Yeah, once again, here comes the research I had to do. Link was not interested in the girl whatsoever, so it's either A, this girl is fucking miserable and in a loveless relationship, or B, she ends up finding someone that actually shares the same amount of interest to her as she does to them. And guess what? It just so happened to be that guy, and at the end of the day, I don't really give a shit. Also, I feel like you pointing out the fact that the dude looks like a Giga Chad just kind of sounds like you're really jealous of the fact that that man could easily fucking break you in half.
Not to mention the quote-unquote subtle homosexual imagery from Breath of the Wild has been expanded even further in this one, and I already know people are gonna say I'm reading into it and no kid's gonna see this shit, but that's exactly how you desensitize people and how you groom them, right? You expose them to things. The vow that each of the new sages takes to Link looks like they're proposing to him. And Sidon, the giant shark guy, people already made a bunch of gay lewd images between him and Link when Breath of the Wild came out. Well, now, him quite literally putting a ring on his finger, and man, their relationship is too fucking weird, dude. Care that they literally give him a wife, and the story, I'm not convinced.
There is quite a bit to unpack here, okay? So, let's get into it. First things first, once again, here comes the research that I had to do for this. That whole, like, kneeling down shit that they were doing, that's just literally a sign of respect, okay? That's just a sign of respect that they fucking do, okay? There you go. There's your fucking answer. It's not any kind of, like, you know, gay stuff or anything like that. Although it would be really funny if it genuinely was, because then it would just make him even angrier. Like, that would unironically be one of the funniest fucking things ever. Second of all, okay, a ring being given, you know, as like a sign of power and respect and shit like that, that's literally been done time and time and time of fucking again, okay? And I don't really feel like I need to go into why, you know, bitching about that is one of the dumbest things to fucking do. But also, God, I don't know if I can even really, okay, so, the last thing here, the simple fact, right, that you even know about such artwork and whatnot means that you have actively looked for it. And don't try to bring up, oh, it was just shown to me on Twitter. The only reason why it would be shown to you on Twitter or anywhere else is because the algorithm would have picked up on the fact that you were looking for such topics and would show it to you because you kept, you know, looking at it or interacting with it. So, in either case, it just shows that you were actively looking for such artwork.
Link was already a cross-dresser before this game. Not to mention, an actual child, a bird child, is one of the other sages.
Hold out your hand.
Jesus, he's hand-mogged by everyone. He's hand-mogged by a child. Link was destined to be a bottom. It's over.
Okay, screw what I said before, okay? Because it just got even fucking worse. The simple fact that you saw this scene of what is very clearly a handshake. Like, my first thought was a fucking handshake, mind you. If I saw this without anyone else's commentary, I would have seen this and went like, oh, cool. It's a nice little handshake to show respect. But the fact that this man right here saw this cutscene and immediately in his head thought that they were, like, hand-fucking each other, I feel like the FBI should get involved and do a quick scan of this man's drives, because the fact that the first thought in his head upon seeing Link handshaking a child was the fact that they were hand-fucking each other, that honestly rings way too many alarms for me to really try to get into.
And Riju's a Gerudo, and if you've seen any of their Rule 34, you know they're usually sporting a little something extra. Come. That's why I'm gonna... That's why I'm going doing your pussy tonight, Link.
Once again, a little bit of research here, and I'm going to show this on the screen right now, okay? Let me read this out for you guys. The sequel to Breath of the Wild takes place about 3 to 5 years after. Tears of the Kingdom will therefore put Riju at about 17 years old. When you first get to Gerudo Town, you know, extra information right there, okay? Well, the character that he's making these remarks towards is 17 years old, so, you know, and once again, him bringing up the something extra, again, he would have had to have been actively looking for such artwork of something like that. So putting the fact that this is a 17-year-old together with the fact that he's talking about this and making these remarks, once again, you know, FBI, we got another one on the loose here. Like I said before, just because he's self-aware of it, it doesn't exactly make it any better. In fact, in this case, it really just makes it worse, because it basically just shows that this man unironically believes this shit. He unironically knows about this shit. He unironically probably looks for some of this shit. And that is concerning. Again, the fact that there are people that unironically take this man seriously is baffling and worrying to me. But we're just gonna end that off right there. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next. And also go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also follow me on Twitter. I'm not gonna go any further with that one. And yeah, anyways guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.